Had to take out the couple of characters in the YouTube video to get that started. Can everybody see the screen okay? Everybody hear me okay? Let me get rid of this. We are on Facebook. And it's good to see everybody this evening. We are going to get right into it. It's 7 o'clock. Should be, I don't know, maybe about 45 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions as we're going through training. We are going to talk about learning how to set up a local Facebook campaign to drive traffic and create footfall for the Beacon Funnels campaign. We've been going through the Beacon platform the last couple of weeks and talking about setting up a campaign for a store and for your businesses out there. And tonight we're going to talk about driving that traffic into Facebook and how to do that. You know, a lot of people they're afraid of Facebook and they're afraid to set up an ad, but setting up an ad in Facebook is very, very easy. It's not hard to do at all. And so, and we're going to walk through that tonight. There's many different options you have, but we're going to choose an engagement option tonight. But before we get to that, I've got a couple of things I want to go over real quick. First and foremost, welcome to the event. And turn up your speakers and clear all your distractions. Turn everything off so that, like I need to turn off my phone right now. Turn off everything so that you're not distracted and you catch the full extent of the training tonight. Real quick disclaimer, Kerry Miller TV, Beacon Funnels, nor I cannot guarantee just because you're watching this webinar, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics and different desires. And my name is Kerry Miller, and I want to welcome you to tonight's training. Real quick, just a couple of notes as far as iPhone goes and Google Chrome. As of now, the new update for Google Chrome, and it came out on the 19th and started hitting the phones over the past couple of days. They have removed the ability to see the Eddystone URLs using the physical web where you open up Chrome and you put the widget on the phone. So if you if you download the new Google Chrome and you don't see the ability to see the apps, the URLs through the widget, that's because it's the new Chrome. You simply need to just download the physical web app. We've been doing that anyway. When we go out and sell, we let people know that have iPhones. We show them how to download the physical web app right onto their phone and set up the widget. And when they set up the widget, they're able to see the URLs right on the widget. So actually works a little better, I think. I personally think. So they've got to download something anyway. You might as well have them download the physical web app versus downloading Google Chrome. Some of them already have Google Chrome on it, but we have found that being out in the field that probably, gosh, man, 60% of the iPhone users, of the owners of the stores that we go into, we have to ask them either to download Chrome or the physical web app. We found that Chrome didn't work on some of the older iPhones with the Eddystone URLs and the physical web. So we were just started downloading the physical web app, and the customers were happy. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, buddy? And so when you're out, if somebody says, well, my Chrome doesn't work anymore, if you've got a customer out there, just have them download the physical web app. It affected iPhone only. The Nearby still works on Android, and the physical web still works on Android and iPhone. Just download the physical web app for the iPhone. Any questions on that at all? It's pretty cut and dry. I don't know what, iPhone, they live in their own. I've got an iPhone, so I can't say much about it, but they live in their own ecosphere. So, all right, well, let's get on. Let's move right on here. Step one in building your funnel campaign is Facebook marketing. Okay, that is the first thing you need to sit down and you need to understand is when you put together your entire plan is what kind of marketing am I going to do? Facebook is absolutely the best for driving footfall traffic, and it's the number one job that you have as a marketer. You've been hired by a company to come in and drive traffic into that store using the tools available. And in our case, we use Facebook to drive them in. We use the beacon technology to drive them to the sales, and also to do what? We drive them into the marketing page of our mobile business card. And when they get into our mobile business card, they sign up for the coupons and more information. And then they go from there, and we simply send out a message once a week, twice a week, once a month, whatever it is, whatever the client of the store wants. We send out message to that traffic that came in and either bought stuff and or looked around and fell into the funnel. Building the funnel is so important. Leaving out pieces of it, when you do that, I liken it to this. How many of us have ever been driving a car down the road and something broke, and you're stranded on the side of the road, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, you know, this is a brand new car. What is it? And you take it into the store, to the shop, and they go in and they walk out, and there's a little bitty piece, just a little bitty computer chip or something that quit working. And it's so small that he has to hold it in front of you for you to see it. And you think, my gosh, that little thing stopped the whole car from working. And building a funnel is the same way. If you leave out a piece of the funnel, if you leave out the part that drives the traffic, if you leave out the part that collects the information, if you leave out the part that drives the sales, if you leave all that out, and then you have no way of doing what? You have no way of marketing back to them. Facebook is a great place to reach targeted traffic in a local area. I mean, it's one of, they must buy every stick of information from every single organization out there, from the credit reporting agencies, from the auto agencies, from the courthouses. Anything that happens, Facebook has access to it. So, and with that said, also know that Facebook probably knows as much about you as you know about yourself. And that's why Facebook target marketing is so extremely important, because you can drive the target down exactly where you need it to be. Why? Specific targeted traffic. We want to be specific. We don't want to do a jean store, okay? And we're going to continue using the store that we built in our training. We don't want to target market a jean store to a man between 55 and 65 and up, okay? The chance of him going in there, unless he's going in there to buy for his granddaughters, is slim and none. The people that are going to go in there are age specific and gender specific. You can actually, if you're selling larger ticket items, you can get into spending habits, whether or not they have credit cards. If they have 2 or more credit cards in their pocket, you can find out if they're newlyweds. You can find out if they're having a birthday this week. There's not too much you can't find out about that person. So tonight, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at age and gender in specific areas to drive them to our ad, to drive them into the store, to get the beacon information for the sales, for them to buy the product, for them to see the suggested products, to increase the sales, to drive them into the mobile business card, to sign up for the marketing platform. And it all starts with Facebook marketing. And let's go. I'm going to move the screen over here real quick. And I'm going to have to change it, I think. What does everybody see right now? Okay, that's what I thought. Let me change this over real quick. And we are going to go into Ads Manager. Okay, everybody should see Ads Manager. Is that correct? Everybody can see Ads Manager? Okay. So now we're going to go in and we're going to simply go into Ads Manager. Let me pull up Facebook real quick. And I want to show you where to get to Ads Manager. And there's a couple of things you have to do in order to go to Ads Manager and create an ad. First and foremost, you have to have what? Does anybody know the very first thing you have to have in order to create an ad to drive traffic? Does anybody know that answer? A Facebook page. You have to have a Facebook page. Okay? You have to have a business page. Boy, this thing is being cantankerous as I'll get out. Okay? Beacons Funnels. This is a business page. This is the thing that you have to have in order to create ads, in order to drive people to. So the first thing you're going to do, and I'm not going to go through and create an entire page. I'm sure most of you know how to do that. I know most of you send me your pages. But all you have to do is come down here to create a page. And it steps you right through that. Most of these are going to be local businesses or places that you're dealing with. Okay, most of them, you're going to put their name in there. You're going to put their street address in there. You're going to put their phone number in there. And that's going to set up a local business or place. I'm going to show you in a second why that's very important that you put that information in there when creating these ads, because Facebook has created a new ad category where you can specifically, let's say that you go to a store and they say, Mark, we've got 15 locations. We want to set up in every location, but we don't want to market to all of them at the same time. We want to market at the 3 on the north side at the same time, 3 on the south side. We want to market to the 5 on the east side and the rest on the west side. So when you set these up, you set up all of these Facebook pages, and I'm going to show you in a second the new category. And then you build out your page. And when you build out your page, and really no matter what page it is, they all kind of look the same. The only difference in pages is what is shown over here on the side. Now, this happens to be a community because I thought of us, the Beacon Funnelettes, as a community. Okay, so I set my page up as a community. All right, I've got a page that is set up as a public person. So just depending on what it is, my office happens to be at my home, so I don't want to drive people to my home, so I don't use that information. So we've set up our page, we've set up our Facebook page, and the next thing we need to do is we need to create a post. Now, last week we created a post. And if you have not liked our Facebook page, it's facebook.com. Let me put it in the thing there so you can like it. Facebook.com/Beacon Funnels. And if you like what you see and you love what we do, please give us a review. I'd appreciate that greatly. But we're going to come down and you can see here that we created our ad. Creating an ad is very simple. Now, if I was going into a store, let me expand that a little bit. If I was going into a store, the thing I would do is I would take an actual picture of the image in the store where the merchandise is going to be on sale. For example, if we're doing a jeans sale, okay, and that's part of our beacon sale, and I'm going to have a beacon somewhere right here on this corner or maybe right up here on this railing right here, transmitting for my jeans, I would want an actual picture of what I'm doing. Maybe you want to put 4 or 5 pictures and create a slideshow, which now places that ad image in the video category. When you create a slideshow, it places it into the video ad category, and the actual ad expense is a little bit cheaper. You get more views for less money. So you can see here that even when I did this, I mean, it reached 53 people. Okay. And that was the number of people that are members of the Beacon Funnel community. Okay. We've got 55 people that like this and 63 people who follow this. That means out of the 63 people who follow this, 53 of them that saw it actually scrolled and viewed it. Okay. So here we are. We've got, and I put up here, this post is a demo purposes. You don't want to do that. Come in for our Beacon only specials. Friday, October the 20th, all day. Check your notifications on your phone when you come into the store and receive up to 25% off. Now, you may want to put in there something like, can't find your notifications, ask a clerk. Can't find a notification, ask the person at the counter or something like that. You may want to put in there, iPhone users, download the physical web app. Or you may put, don't want to check your notifications, download the physical web app and give a link for iPhone and Android. You can download it on both of them. But our main purpose and our main drive here, excuse me, is to drive people into that store for Beacon only specials. Now, I had a guy ask me a very good question just yesterday from Oregon. He said, what difference does it make if I'm having Beacon sales if I just am driving people in? The importance of that is it's the second part of your funnel. You're going to unobtrusively, drive them into the Beacon where the sales are. Now, the most important part of the Beacon sale is in that Beacon, in that markdown card that I showed, we looked at a couple of weeks ago, on the bottom of that is suggested items that go with this purchase. So the whole purpose of the Beacon is to get them looking at their phone, seeing those special offers, and driving them to purchase more items in that store that otherwise you would never have the opportunity for them to be able to see that information. They wouldn't see it. Most salespeople, there's probably only one or two people there. They don't have time to walk around because in today's economy, most businesses have drawn people back. So this is a great way for the store owner to make suggestive sales in that micro moment so that person makes a micro commitment in purchasing what? The next item that's on the Beacon. So now you've got many salespeople stationed around that entire store using a Beacon. I mean, it really gives that store owner multiple ways of talking to their customers and showing them deals. So can you drive people and not have a Beacon? Absolutely. Do I think it's an incredible part of the funnel? Absolutely. And specifically for that reason of increasing sales. Plus, in an unobtrusive way, you're driving them into the marketing platform. So the first step is driving them into the store, getting them to look at their notifications. They see those notifications. And now what's going to start happening over that period, and I know I've said this a few times, is when people come into that store, they're going to start looking at their phones immediately to see what those special deals are. Now you're having the ability to clear out space of items that need to be gone and upsell them on the things that are at full price. So that's the reason I believe that beacons are a huge part of this funnel. And without it, you lose that upsell ability, okay, for them to purchase more items at the time that they're in there buying at that very moment. So very, very important. Check your notifications. So we've got our ad built here, okay? We got our ad built and it's in our page. So now that we have our ad built, and you can see here, this is a pinned post right here. You can unpin it from the top if you want to, and it drops down into the feed. Now, you used to not be able to see pinned posts in mobile apps. You do see them now. They just made that change. Facebook has made a lot of really good changes over the last couple of weeks. I think I've had 3 updates on my app over the last couple of weeks. But you can see that it drops it down into, let me get down in here. Dun, 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 dun. There's our ad, and it dropped it down into the news feed. So here we are. We've got our ad built. Now we need to go into the ads manager. Can everybody see the ads manager now? Yes. Okay. In this particular ad, we're going to do engagement, but I want to show you something real quick. This is a really, really cool feature. Remember, I told you if it's a local store or place to make sure that you put their addresses in there. Using store visits, you're able to get more people nearby to visit your brick and mortar locations. Use these location ad format to highlight your products with video and imagery. Attach a promotional offer to your ad, which people can redeem in store. Target your ads by city, region, or country. And what happens is when you do store visits, and it allows you to choose the stores that you want, and it chooses 50,000 people around that store. Now, you can remove some cities once you get going, but this is something that we're going to do another training on. This was just launched just in the last few days, and we'll take a look at that because some of you may go out and sell multiple stores. But for this particular training, we're going to look at engagement. So we're going to simply click on engagement, and engagement gets more post engagements, page likes, event responses, or offer claims. Remember, we talked about the other day boosting the post. Let me tell you the difference between boosting a post and coming back into the ads manager. When you boost a post, what it does is it goes out and says, okay, how many people in this area normally react to my to my ads? And what happens is it searches for those people, and those are the people that normally see it. It doesn't search for the wide view. It doesn't reach out to everyone in that target market. It only searches for those who have and or were likely and or saw your post at one time at another moment. That's why engagement gets many more views. It's the way you want to go, because in boost, you're reaching a very small segment of what you want. With engagement, you're reaching a very large segment of what you want. So we're going to come down here, and we want post engagement. Now, you can set up an event. We didn't set up an event, but we'll talk about events later on. Maybe some places having a special event, and I'll show you how to set up an event. But we're going to do post engagements, and we're going to call this, we'll just call this Beacon Funnels. Name your event. Your campaign can contain multiple ad sets. Edit your campaign name here, or choose an existing campaign by using the link above. We're not going to choose an existing campaign. We're going to create a new campaign. And that was our objective. We've met our objective now. We've created we're starting to create our ad. Our objective is specifically engagement. Now, right up here, we're gonna change the ad set name. We set our campaign. Now we're gonna set our ad set campaign. Let this finish loading right here. Okay, we're gonna say Beacon Cell. Uh, 10:20. Well, let's say 10:30 or something like that. Whatever the date is. That way we know. We're not going to use a saved audience. If you have a saved audience, your saved audiences are here. We're going to create an audience. Okay. And we're going to say, this is going to be Beacon Cell. Oops, wrong place. They moved this. Oh, I put it up there. Beacon Cell 1030. So now we're going to come down here. Sorry about that. I got lost for a minute. Now we're going to come down. Now we can either create a custom audience. We can create a new custom audience if we want. We can create a lookalike audience if we want. If you create a custom audience, you reach people who've already interacted with your business already. That's after, we'll get into that after we start creating these audiences and start growing our business. So we're going to say everyone in this location, but we're going to remove United States. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put Commerce, Texas. All right. And then we're going to say there's some other cities that will come to Commerce. We're going to say Cooper, Texas. We're going to do Campbell, Texas. And we'll do Cumbie, Texas. And this is everybody within the radius here. Now I'm going to drop these radiuses down some. We're going to go 10 miles on all of these. Most people are not going to drive from a long ways out. The average reach should be anywhere from 8 to 15 miles. So we're going to set them all at 10. And that gives us a nice little marketing area. I mean, we're even getting over here into Greenville a little bit. And we're going to change this. And we're going to say that our market is, we're selling women's jeans. And we're going to go from 18 to 40. We're going to select women. You can see we've got a nice audience size here. It's right there in the middle of about, that's probably somewhere around, I don't know, 15,000 people. All right. Language, we don't care. Detailed targeting. I'm just going to show this to you right now. We're not going to really get into this during this, but you know, I was telling you a while ago that you can get into any type of demographic or interest or anything you want. Their education level, fields of study, school, undergrad years, their financial situation, their income. I mean, okay, let's say we're selling, let's use this as an example. We're selling high-end jeans, okay? So we want to make sure that the people we're targeting is somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000. We just select that. Okay, now when you did that, you just knocked out, and I'm going to tell you why, because that's kind of a high income for the area I live in. All right, so let's remove that, and we're not going to target that. We're not going to break it down like that. But if you were selling high-end items, you could see there that you could literally go out and target someone making 100,000 plus, because that's who's going to be able to buy your product. Okay. Connections, Facebook pages, people who like your Facebook pages, friends of people, exclude people. We're not going to really worry about this right now because we don't have a lot of people on our Facebook page. We're going to start driving traffic to their Facebook page. Now, if they've got a lot of people on their Facebook page, you want to say also people who like your Facebook page. I'll give you a prime example. I met with a personal trainer today at a gym, and she's wanting to increase the number of clients that she has. And we were sitting down talking, and she's had over 100,000 views on her YouTube channel. She's got 2,000 fans on her Facebook page. and she's very, very popular at what she does, but she's only got 9 clients. The reason she's only got 9 clients is because she never posts on her Facebook page. Nobody really knows that she's there. So, but she's got a huge audience that she should be reaching out to on her Facebook page. So in her case, we would say, okay, we will also want to reach out and target the people who like your page. Okay. And we want to do the friends of the people who like your page. So there's several ways that we can go there. Let me just make sure I got everything. We got our name set up there, Beacon Sales. This is going to be our new audience. Detail marketing, we went through that. You can exclude people also. Let's say that you've set up and you said, okay, I want all college students, but I want college students who's got an anniversary within the 61 to 90 days. Maybe you're in a college with an older set like we are here in Commerce. So you say, okay, man, I want to get the college students who are having an anniversary within the next 61, 90 days. And we're going to have a special anniversary dinner for these college students at such and such restaurant. Okay. So we're going to set that up here. And how do they get that special? They come in and they have to look at their notification. Many. I recommend, I was talking about purchasing behavior earlier, clothing, women's clothing. You could select all of these right here. And this will show you everybody on Facebook that's a woman within your group that, let's just click some of them, accessories. Very high, okay? So you can come in down through here and select what they purchase and put that in the mix, and that's in their behaviors, okay? Placements, automatic placements. This is going to place it everywhere, or edit placements. If you're running a video, you want to do in-stream video. We're not running a video, okay? If you want to run right column ads, run right column ads. I don't recommend, and I'm going to show you in a minute, and you're going to say, wow, that's kind of crazy. I don't run any ads on desktop, all right? I don't run any ads on desktop. We're not going to run Instagram right now. We're not going to run in the audience network right now. And we're not going to do sponsored messages. Messenger is a great way to go, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Suggested videos, we're not going to run it in suggested videos because we're not running a video. If we were running a video, then we could run it in those places. Now, also understand when you do those things, you're going to get less views on your particular post. And that's where we want to drive people to. All right. Budget. Okay, they're recommending a budget of $11 a day. We're going to go $5 a day. Post engagement, $35 a week. Do you want to set or start a day end date? You can put this wherever you want it to go. Now, if we're running a particular one, now this goes till the 30th of November. So we want to put the end date on the 30th of November, and we'll leave it at 7:35. That's right after the store closes. All right. So we've got October. I'm sorry, we said the 30th of October, didn't we? So we want to go here. All right. That's the day of the sale. So we're going to run it for an entire week there, starting now all the way up to the 30th of October. Post engagement. Your ads will run for 6 days. The spend will be no more than $30. And remember what I said, when you go out and you set these campaigns up, I've got an old adage, and this is just the way I work. I've always worked this way, and I've always done very well financially. I double the price on everything I sell. So in this case, the ad spend is $30. I want you to think about something, and a lot of people will charge a lot more than this to do this. It's going to take you 5 minutes to set up this ad. Okay? You're going to make $30 for about 5 minutes worth of work. So 5 minutes go into 60 is what? Okay? Into 60 minutes. 12 times 30 is what? About $360 an hour. So I think $360 an hour is a good fee. So, and also what happens is you get longer longevity out of your customers. Just my philosophy. Don't have to follow it. We're going to click continue. Give this time to load. So slow, so slow. Okay, we're going to go to, and you got to select the page. We're going to go to Beacon Funnels. Select a page post. And this is the post. Remember, it said this is a demo at top. Of course, you don't want to put the demo up there. I say that a couple of times because I had somebody do that already. They put up there, this post is for demo purposes, because they copied my ad right off of the Facebook. And when they called me, said, hey, take a look at the ad. What do you think? It said this post is for demo purposes only. Okay, so don't do that. We're going to select that ad. Now, one thing you can do, you can run on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. Now, we're going to come over here and we're going to add a button. We're going to put a call to action on here. And you can say, learn more, send message. What we want to do is we want to send them where? We want to send them to their mobile web app. So we're going to say, learn more. And we're going to put their mobile web app. Right there. All right. Why are we going to do that? We want them in our app immediately. We want them looking at our stuff immediately. They go to the mobile web app. Now they've got our phone number. They've got any information there that they need. They've got directions to the store. Everything they need is there. Okay. So we're going to update post. We're not going to worry about any advanced options. We can take our Facebook pixel. I'm not going to show you the pixel today, but I am going to show you how to embed the Facebook pixel inside the platform. Today is Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Yes. Okay. On our next training, maybe Friday or Saturday, we'll see. I'm going to start having these on one set day instead of all over the place. But I'm also going to do a video on how to set up the Facebook pixel for your cards. Remember, we want them to be hammered every time they do something. We're going to show you how to put Facebook pixel on the mobile web app. That way, every time they hit something for that store, they're getting retargeted. Now we can go back and we can retarget them on our next sell. So now here we've got our page set up. We've got our event set up. Everything's going. This is what it looks like in a mobile news feed. We can do a featured phone. This is what it looks like in a desktop news feed. All right. Learn more. And the next thing you do is just simply click continue. And your ad is ready to go. All you have to do is click continue. It takes your money and your ad is set. Okay. Any questions at all at setting up a simple campaign? Any questions? We're going to get a lot more as we get into these campaigns and driving people. We're going to get a lot more in depth, but you have the knowledge right now to go out and set up a campaign, set up your beacons, set up your mobile cards, set up your mobile business card, set up your texting to start driving traffic in a business now. Okay. Now. And as always, if you ever have any questions while you're out, please feel free to shoot me a message on Messenger. I try to always answer those immediately because I know they're important. Any questions at all? Setting up a campaign, setting up an ad set, setting up an ad. It's waiting on me to pay. I'm not going to pay. Okay. Any questions at all? Okay. Well, that's pretty quick and down and dirty. Can everybody set up a Facebook ad now? Nobody said yes. That must mean no. No, nobody can do it now. Yes. Awesome. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. If you need anything, please feel free to message me. We're here to help your business grow. And this video will be up on YouTube in about 5 seconds. So if you want to rewatch, you have the opportunity to rewatch. Everybody have a great night. I will see you on the next training. We are going to set a scheduled training date. I'm looking at that right now so that we don't have them all over the place. And that way every single week we'll have the same training night, the same link. I'll set them up for a whole year and we don't have to worry about it. But everybody have a great night. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you all on the next training.